The Roman centurion recognizes Jesus as the Son of God. The death of Jesus on the cross was a shocking event not only for the Jews but also for the Gentiles, including the Roman centurion. He was a pagan soldier who had witnessed many executions, but the death of Jesus moved him to proclaim an astonishing confession of faith. Truly, this man was the Son of God. Matthew 27:54. This declaration by the centurion was not just an expression of amazement, but also a profound inner transformation, triggered by what he had witnessed at the moment of Jesus' death. The centurion was the commander of a unit of about 100 Roman soldiers. He was a pagan, not a member of the Jewish people, and did not believe in their God. Throughout the crucifixion, he likely regarded it as just another routine execution, similar to many others he had overseen. However, Jesus' death was unlike any other he had ever witnessed. As Jesus breathed his last, an earthquake shook the land, darkness covered the sky, and the temple veil was torn in two. These extraordinary events compelled the centurion to reflect deeply on the man who had just been crucified. Several factors contributed to the centurion's change of heart. The miraculous signs at Jesus' death, including the earthquake, the darkness, and other supernatural occurrences, convinced him that Jesus was no ordinary man. The way Jesus endured suffering also left a deep impression on him. Throughout his passion, Jesus did not curse his executioners, but instead prayed for them, saying, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Luke 23:34. This was completely different from the criminals the centurion had executed before. Furthermore, Jesus' final words, "Father, into your hands I commend my spirit," Luke 23:46, were not a cry of despair, but a complete act of trust in God. All these factors left the centurion with only one conclusion: Jesus truly was the Son of God. The centurion's confession carries profound meaning. He was the first to publicly proclaim Jesus as the Son of God after his death. His confession came from a Gentile, foreshadowing that God's salvation was not only for Israel, but for all humanity. His story also serves as a symbol of conversion, as he transitioned from being an indifferent pagan soldier to a witness of faith. The story of the centurion invites us to open our hearts to God, as sometimes life's events lead us to recognize his power. It encourages us to contemplate the cross, understanding that Jesus' death was not a failure, but a glorious victory of God's love for humanity. It also calls us to courageously proclaim our faith, just as the centurion did, not only in words but through our daily lives. The Roman centurion was a remarkable witness to Jesus' passion. From a pagan soldier, he came to see the truth and profess his faith. His story reminds us that God's salvation is available to everyone, and those who sincerely seek the truth will recognize Jesus as the Son of God.